Sonic's Green Hills Adventures Season 2 Chapter 19, a song for Marina. Sonic's point of view.
Today's the day I finally sing the song I wrote for Marina. So I texted her to meet me in the music room after school. Then I went downstairs filled with a whole new energy, for the possession virus crisis was finally over. Morning, my amazing family, did you all sleep well? Because I certainly did. In fact, I haven't slept peacefully for what feel like forever as I sat down at the dining table.
Morning, Sonic. That's such a relief to hear. I slept well too.
Shadow replied with a huge smile on his face.
Jed and Veronica woke up in a jail cell with no memory of their team-up with Tanisra.
What happened? Where are we?
Jade said as she took in her surroundings.
I don't know, Jade, but it looks like we'll be here for a while.
Veronica said as she let out a defeated sigh. Meanwhile, at Tanisra's base, Tanisra finally woke up from her unconsciousness.
Oh, what did that princess brat to me?
Tanisra asked herself as she got back to her feet.
I took your magic and powers away.
Sapphire replied as she revealed herself.
What, that's not possible. Why didn't you kill me when you had the chance?
Tanisra asked in horror.
Because I want to give you a second chance. Despite everything, I don't think you deserve to be punished in such a way. In fact, I know the perfect way for you to make up for what you did to me, Zim and Sonic.
Sapphire replied confidently.
Oh, and what's that?
Tanisra asked with an arched eyebrow.
Something tells me the Blue Angels will need you to fill in if one or two members go out of town for vacation. So do you think you can do that if it comes up?
Sapphire explained confidently.
Oh, yes, so my evil goals mean nothing to me now.
Tanisra said with a small smile but frowned when she realized something.
Wait, did you talk with the Blue Angels about this yet? Because I don't think they'll be too happy about that idea.
Tanisra asked hastily.
Well, no, but don't worry. I'll be able to calm down their fears. It will be fine, I promise. That is if you truly want to take a choice of this fresh start.
Tanisra asked hastily.
Oh, I do, princess.
Tanisra said with pleading eyes.
Good, then let's get going.
Sapphire said as they headed towards the school. Meanwhile, Tom was in the sheriff's station.
So what do you plan on doing with me, Mr. Wachowski? I'm still an important person who works for the government.
Dr. Robotnik asked with a confident smirk on his face.
Actually, that's where you'd be wrong, eh? The government removed all evidence that you even existed. As for my son Sonic and Shadow, they met up with the president and cleared their names. So they're as much American citizens as we are.
Tom explained seriously.
No way you're lying. You really think I'm stupid?
Dr. Robotnik said shakily in disbelief.
Destroyed. In fact, they're best buds with him. Sonic even has him and his contacts. But if you want definitive proof, here's the broadcast of their interviews, including many and Sonic's friends from school.
Tom said right before playing the broadcast. As Dr. Robotnik watched it, his jaw drop.
So in other words, you terrorists now are out of a job. So I can hand you over to the headquarters, where they hold the biggest threats to the country.
Tom explained with anger all over his face because of what Dr. Robotnik tried to do to his new anthropomorphic family members.
So what's stopping you?
Dr. Robotnik asked in confusion.
I'm gonna leave that for Sonic and Shadow to decide since you're targeting them.
Tom said as he left that part of the station to focus on other work that needed to be done. Sonic's point of view.
We were now on our way to lunch and I couldn't wait to explain how I was back to normal. Too bad I didn't get a real chance to tell them during gym. The strange thing was that Tanisra and Sapphire were in our music class. I wasn't worried since both her powers were gone and Sapphire was there to keep an eye on her. But still, why was she here? I was snapped out of my thoughts when I saw Marina waiting for us at a table with Crystal, Joy, and Jessica. Hey guys, are you ready to finally get answers? I asked dramatically as me and Shadow sat down.
You please spill the beans, especially about Tanisra and that Arkin girl, Sap, or was it?
Joyce, curiously. Yep, that's her name. She's the love of Sim's life that Tanisra took away from him. I sat happily. Then me, Shadow, and Marina explained everything.
Oh, that's amazing. But why is Tanisra here?
Crystal asked cautiously. I have no idea. I'll ask Sapphire when I get the chance, I replied sheepishly.
Right after Sonic said that, Sapphire and Tanisra walked up to their table as Sapphire cleared her throat to get Sonic's attention.
Or you can come to me instead. So why is Tanisra here? Because we're a little confused.
Sonic asked cautiously.
I have offered a fresh start, and she agreed.
Sapphire replied confidently.
Heaven Sapphire helped me figure out a way I can make up for what I've done. I will be the understudy singer for when you, Shadow, and or Marina leave town for vacation or important business and stuff like that. That way the band can keep going while you're gone. So what do you say?
Temesra explained nervously, for she didn't know how they would react to this idea.
I think that's brilliant. What about you guys?
Sonic asked his bandmates hopefully.
Sure, it's a good thing your singing voice is incredible.
Marina replied happily. The others nodded in agreement.
All right then, Tamesro. Welcome to the Blue Annuals.
Sonic said enthusiastically. That's when Gez arrived.
Hey guys, I overheard your convention and I can feel and enjoy. Or Crystal go out of town.
Gez said confidently.
Thanks, guys. We love that.
Crystal replied excitedly. Sonic's point of view.
Finally, it was after school. I told Shadow I'd meet back up with him back at home. And I headed to the band room with my guitar in hand. When I got there, I saw that Marina was already there.
Hey, Sonic, so why did you want me to meet you here?
Marina asked happily. Well, I wrote a song for you to celebrate our love. I replied as I felt myself blushing.
Oh, Sonic, that's so sweet.
Marina said excitedly as I got my guitar out. I call it chasing cars. I sat right before playing. When I was done, I put my guitar away quickly.
Oh, Sonic, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. I love you.
Marina said as she ran up to me with tears of joy in her eyes. I love you to Marina. I said in return right before I kissed her. When we ended the kiss, I saw Shadow in the doorway. Huh, Shadow, I thought we agreed that I'd meet back up with you at home. I sat in shock as I blushed like crazy.
Yeah, sorry, Sonic. So wanted to see Marina's reaction. And I have to say that was the most beautiful moment I've ever witnessed.
Shadow explained as he wiped a tear away. Oh, that reminds me, Marina, do your parents know we're dating yet? I asked hastily.
Well, no, I haven't got around to telling them.
Marina replied sheepishly. Well, then let's tell them together. I'll even give you a lift if you want me to, of course, I said confidently.
I will love you too.
Marina replied enthusiastically. Well, I'll see you back at home, Shadow, I said right before picking up Marina Brettle style and dashed out of the school.
Marina's point of view.
I couldn't believe it. I got the honor to experience Sonic's speed firsthand. It was amazing, the feeling of wind blowing through my hair and adrenaline from the thrilling run.
So I see you're enjoying this.
Sonic said over the line. I simply nodded and giggled in return. Finally, we arrived at my house. Honestly, during the run, I forgot about my nervousness about telling my parents about my relationship with Sonic. My only comfort was that they already had a great impression with Sonic and that Sonic will be there with me.
So what did you think about my speed?
Sonic asked excitedly. That was the coolest thing ever. Thank you, Sonic. Well, here goes nothing, I replied as we walked into my house. We found my parents easily. They were sitting in the living room. Hey, Mom, Dad, there's something me and Sonic have been meaning to tell you, I said as me and Sonic sat down with them.
Oh, and what's that, sweetie?
Mom asked happily. Then I took a deep breath as Sonic took my hand in his. We're dating, I said quickly, happily getting it off my chest like a band-aid.
Wait, what? When did this happen? For I'm a little lost.
Mom asked in shocked confusion. I was worried about this, but thanks to Sonic being there to give me encouragement, I immediately told them what happened that led to us being official meant for each other. Sonic even explained it from his perspective to help me clear this up with them.
Oh, that's incredible. Congratulations, Sonic and Marina. I'm so proud of you.
Mom said excitedly, which filled me with relief.
I completely agree. Sonic, just take good care of my daughter.
Dad said out of fatherly instincts, which made me roll my eyes playfully.
I won't let anything happen to her. Well, I've got to get home. Bye, Marina. See you tomorrow.
Sonic said as he gave me a quick kiss on the lips. Yep, see you tomorrow, said drumily as he dashed off.
Sonic's point of view.
When I entered the house, I was greeted by Shadow, who had a smirk on his muzzle.
Hey, lover boy, how did it go?
Shadow asked me playfully. It went great. She really enjoyed my speed and her parents are ecstatic, although we had to explain the whole true love curve thing to them first. But still they're fine with us being together, I explained as we went into the dining room.
That's great, Sonic. I know the two of you have an exciting future ahead of you.
Shadow said excitedly. Thanks, bro. I said happily as we enjoyed the rest of the calm evening.